All right. What? Are we going live already? Right? Like, it's different now. Okay, I think I'm going. Good morning. Yes, good morning. Hello, America. My name is Pogo Kiddo, and I'm here today with your next episode of Redstone Lapis Lazuli. Let's see. Yeah, there I am. Hey, I'm not even done yet. Hold on, let me get everything set up. So real quick, I'm looking at a farm. I'm looking at my... Oh, shit. I'm looking at my turtle farm. Oh, my God. My turtle farm. I made all these little tiny babies. Oh, there's a lot of babies. A lot of babies. Hold on, babies. I'm gonna go get some coffee and like adjust the lights and everything. I was late this morning because I was up really late watching a live stream of the protests in Portland. Live stream of the protests in Portland. They're pretty cool, man. Yeah, until like the cops come out and start a riot. Pretty much that's the deal in Portland. So the protests are happening, and then saying what's going on with these police shooting these rubber bullets at us, all this tear gas and stuff. Like those are chemical tear gas. That's chemical weapons. That's banned by the Geneva Conventions. You can't use that in war. And yet America uses it on its own people. So the city council of Portland was like, okay, sure, we'll solve that problem. And the way they said they solve it is like, oh yeah, we'll pass a law saying it's illegal for the police to use tear gas unless it's a riot. And that little tiny loophole is what lets the police just call anything a riot. They'll call anything, any kind of gathering, they call it a riot, so they can use tear gas. So yeah, I was watching last night to see what was going on, and there was no riot. Of course, I was up at like 1 in the morning watching it. But yeah, there was no riot, nothing. But the police are gonna come out and tear gas a bunch of people anyways, because that's what they do. All right. There's that one. What else do I want to show you? Let's go real quick to the witch farm. I want to show you something at the witch farm. Witch farm? I gotta name that thing. All these names are generic. I need to get a real name. So yeah, this is like dangerous. I didn't appreciate how dangerous it would be to go through the nether like this. Like, it would have been better for me to go through the underground of the nether than it is to go this way. Because there are bad guys everywhere. See what I mean? Ow. Alright, bad guys everywhere. Yeah. Okay, so here I am at the witch farm. And you may not remember from last time. Last time it was a little bit smaller. I only had two containers here. Turn that on. I only had two. I only had the redstone and the glowstone. But what I found out was that a lot of my redstone and glowstone were not getting picked up by the system, and they would go be dumped into the cactus, and I would lose it, and I don't want to lose it. That's the whole point of doing this, is to make sure I keep it. See, it goes over here and falls down. It goes up there. If it doesn't fit in the system, like spider eyeballs do not fit. We do not want spider eyeballs, so they die or get deleted. But we do want the glowstone and the redstone, so I had to double up these item sorters or whatever to catch everything, and it catches quite a bit. Well, maybe not the redstone yet, but yeah. And then I decided, you know what I found out is that I go through so much wood making sticks. Like, it's ridiculous how much wood I went through to make sticks. I had to re-up my supplies. I've been making all these electronics and machines, and I was running out of stuff. So I went to go refill my supplies of redstone materials, and you would not believe how many torches it takes to make comparators and repeaters. It just takes a ridiculous amount of torches, and that takes a lot of wood. And I realized, man, I got stacks and stacks and stacks of sticks coming from witches. I should just catch those and use those. And then, yeah, I thought might as well keep the gunpowder, even though I have tons of it. But the spider eyes, don't need it. Don't need it. Those go into the cactus. Oh, see, that was glowstone. That didn't get picked up. Like, what? So the system works the same. I mean, I just have the item sorter out here now. And I extended the water stream across. So there, it's super nice, super nice. Okay, let's go take a look at the actual machine. So the actual machine is down there. So in that box of magma cubes spawn witches, and the witches spawn no. Well, they spawn, they fall into there. Oh man, I broke another thing. Alright. No, I don't have any magma cubes. Dude, alright, I gotta go eat more magma cubes. It's a bad idea to crack that open. I don't have magma cubes here? Are you serious? I would have thought for sure would have kept magma cubes here. Because maybe it's in the nether. Anyways, well, yeah, I broke my machine. oh, before I go out, let me turn this off. I broke my machine for no reason. Oh yeah, there's some magma cubes there. I didn't have to go anywhere. Alright. Okay, so the witches spawn on... Yeah, see right there. It's turned off, that's why he's not dying right now. But they spawn on that block, and as soon as they spawn, that's a tripwire. That will activate the piston, which pushes them into the machine here. Ow, dude, he just splashed me with poison. You see what I mean? These witches, man. They're not like the good witches. I'm gonna die. Or I'm not gonna die, I'm gonna get so poisoned that I'm on the verge of death. So that if anything hits me, I will die, right? Man, look how lame that is. Or bad. Look how bad that is. Alright, let me heal up. Turn on my witch killer. Bye-bye, little witch. Okay. Turn this down. Okay. Let's see. Alright. Man, why are we buffering? That's weird. YouTube set up this whole new thing, and it's messing me up. Yeah, they're messing me up. Okay, I think we're back okay now. If I don't move around too much, I think that's what does it. And anyways, oh, man, my nose. All right, so yeah, my witch farm. Stuff goes up there. If you don't want it, it comes over here and it's destroyed. But if you do want it, then it's kept. And you can't hear it, but there's supposed to be every time a witch comes, it should make a noise. But yeah, so what I do is I just leave this running all the time. And I go do other stuff while this is going, and that's how you get stuff. Eventually. Okay, that's all good and fine and dandy now, right? Yeah, let's go over here. Oh, wait a minute. Let me put my redstone back. Dude, it's laggy. That's weird. Oh, yeah, check that out. I don't know what the deal is. Why am I lagging so hard? Seriously lagging like crazy. Oh crap. Oh, the lag. Ah! These new spawn mechanics are like rough. Things are popping up all over the place. Okay. The factory. All right. So what I wanted to show you here, put some stuff away. Black stone, look at that. Ah, ha, ha. Okay. I'm in the mines. All this wood, man. I should have de-wooded myself, but alright, whatever. Okay, so check this out. This is the elevator, item elevator, that sends all the materials from the mines back up to the item sorter. But at this point, look how far away are the walls. It'll take forever for me to like mine the wall and then come all the way back here to dump off the stuff and then go all the way back over there to start mining. So I made a little rail line. This is a very, very simple minecart unloading station. The minecart comes, it unloads stuff, and then it goes back. It's really simple. And where's it going? It's going all the way in here, where I can start digging again because I'm out of materials. So that's what I'm gonna do. So this is how it works. I mean, I just like dig, and I'm digging because I need materials. I've been building all this stuff and I'm running low. I have like no cobblestone anymore. So a lot of Minecraft is just gathering resources, which is what I'm doing. And a lot of time is spent sorting those resources. But instead of me taking the time to sort through everything, that's why I made a machine to do that part for me. So I don't need to sort it. I'll let the machine sort it for me. I have better things to do. Like, I don't know, dig more stuff. I don't know. So yeah, what's been going on in the world? God, so much stuff. There's a political battle going on in Puerto Rico right now. In Puerto Rico, there's a group of people, a lot of people, who want Puerto Rico to be the next state, a state of the United States. Not just a territory, but a full-on state with senators and representatives and the whole deal. There's some people who don't want to do that for whatever reason, and they're getting kicked out. The people who don't want to do statehood are getting kicked out. The people are ticked off. So I don't know a whole lot about it. I just read about it real quickly, but it makes me happy, right? Because I'd love to see Puerto Rico accepted as a accepted as a state. I mean, after what they went through with Trump, with Donald screwed them when it came to the hurricane. He just screwed them. He left them to die, basically. He didn't do anything to help them. And we know why, because Donald Trump is a racist. So we know why he let them suffer. He doesn't really care about them. But if people from Puerto Rico, you know, they're Americans. if they had a state, they would have more representation, more power. So it wouldn't be so easy to just to ignore them and let them die. Like, they'll have representation. So I am all for it. I would love for Puerto Rico to be a state. Because what happened to them with the hurricanes when they got no assistance, that's ridiculous. That's dumb. That should never happen. So make Washington DC a state too. Because what happened to Washington DC? In Washington DC during the protests, because DC isn't a state, that means Donald Trump could use federal forces on DC, which he did. he called in the feds, the federal troops. He called in the federal troops to attack the DC protesters with tear gas and rubber bullets. And that's not right. if DC were a state and had representation, then yeah, Donald Trump couldn't send in federal troops into DC for policing. He couldn't do it. But that's weird, right? Because it doesn't matter anyways, because that's exactly what Donald Trump did to Portland. That's what he did to Portland. He sent in federal troops to enforce domestic policy, which he cannot do. It's against the law. It's posse contaminus or something. There's a law that says you cannot do that. You cannot send federal troops in to enforce domestic law. So DC needs statehood. So it has more control over, the people of DC have more control over their own destiny. Because that's kind of ridiculous. that they're taxed, but they have no representation. And the people of Puerto Rico get abandoned because they're not really a state. Like, that's dumb. That's terrible. So I fully support both of those groups of people, both of those entities attaining statehood. Even with the fastest pickaxe, with the fastest enchantment, man, this takes forever. I should probably get a beacon. But to get a beacon, look at, I can't pick up anything. So what I do is I dump it in here. Go, my little cart. Yeah, so that's going on. That's pretty crazy. I'm gonna lose all my torches this way. Yeah, look how dark that is. That's scary. With the new spawn mechanics, oh boy. Monsters come everywhere. Yeah, what else has been going on? So Portland, we have the coronavirus taken off again in the United States. Like everywhere else in the world, they think they have it under control, but the United States, no. Donald Trump has given up. He doesn't even want to talk about the coronavirus anymore because it's his huge failure. He failed big time. As commander-in-chief, as the president of the United States, he was responsible for coordinating the national response to coronavirus, and he failed. He failed. Donald Trump, instead of coordinating the national response to coronavirus, what he did was he denied the coronavirus. He denied it. And then, as the virus took hold, he then pitted each state against one another for gear that would protect the doctors and nurses. So that meant, and he didn't use the might of the American government to secure equipment necessary to protect Americans, the doctors and nurses and medical staff working to help people who have this sickness. Donald Trump did nothing to help those people. What he did is he made it worse for them. And he denied the coronavirus. And the end result of denying the coronavirus is that it's killed 140,000 Americans so far. And it's going to kill more. It's going to kill way more. Because Donald Trump failed to coordinate a national response. He denied it, denied responsibility, he denied everything. And that's going to lead to people dying. That led to, to a whole bunch of dead people. It didn't have to be this way. They didn't have to die. But Donald Trump chose to ignore it and let them die. It's all on Donald Trump. So, such a huge failure. I can understand why Donald Trump doesn't want to talk about it anymore, because he failed big time. He's a huge failure. He's always been a huge failure. But now, before he could always lie about it and use the power of his money to silence people. But coronavirus doesn't care. Coronavirus doesn't care about your money or your lies or anything else. It doesn't care. It'll just do what it's gonna do, which is kill people. Dude, I'm full up already. All right. You came back and you're not done yet. What's going on? Coronavirus doesn't care about politics, your political party, your beliefs, nothing. Doesn't care. It's gonna kill you. It's like it's a virus, and unless you understand that, it's gonna take over. So let me see why it came back early. Oh, it bounced. Bounce with me. Alright, here, how can I fix that? Maybe slow it down a bit. Oh, I need tracks. See what I mean? Look how long this is. It's way easier to just have this thing do it. Yeah, see there, it stopped. It's just a matter of adjusting the speed. So yeah, Donald Trump utterly failed with the coronavirus. He tried to BS his way through it, but coronavirus doesn't care. You can't lie to coronavirus. Coronavirus is a virus. It spreads to other humans through micro droplets when they speak or talk or cough or whatever. So the best way to protect other Americans from your own viruses is to wear a mask. If you wear a mask, that means that the water droplets being sprayed out of your mouth are caught by the mask, and they don't go out and infect other people. But you have to understand, a lot of Confederates, enemies of the United States, they don't care about keeping Americans safe, right? They're Confederates. They want to do harm to Americans. So Confederates will not wear a mask because they don't care about protecting other people. They don't care. They want to hurt as many people as they can. So Confederates, like Donald Trump, they won't wear a mask. They won't do it. The other day in Salem, there was a huge group of Confederates who congregated in front of the Salem Capitol and for a huge plague rally. They all refused. There's like hundreds of people refusing to wear masks, getting really, really close together and shouting together. Like, that's a great way to spread the disease. And that's what Confederates are all about, spreading the disease. They're with Donald Trump. They want to kill as many Americans as possible. And you got to go, well, why do they want to kill so many Americans? What's their deal? I mean, they're gonna die too. We're like, why would Confederates do this? And that's because their brains are washed. They're brainwashed. They have lost the ability to think and reason. And that's what happens when your brain is really, really propagandized. When you have so much propaganda pumped into your brain, you can't think anymore. And that's what they want, right? That's the whole point of brainwashing, to make it so that you cannot think, and that you rely on on whatever the force, the power to think for you. If you can't think, and you can only understand reality based on what the power tells you, that's like a cult. You're in a cult. And that's what's happened to a lot of people in the United States, is that they've lost the ability to think. So understanding that coronavirus is spread through water droplets by talking, they see this and they go, oh, well, they're unable to understand it. And so they refuse to wear the mask because the powers told them that. Donald Trump told them not to wear a mask. And so they won't do it. Even though they know that that's how it's spread, they won't do it. They don't care about other Americans. That's what it comes down to, selfishness. They just don't care about other Americans. See, dude, I'm filling up quicker than this is unloading. Maybe I gotta figure out a double unloader and make it go faster. Maybe we need a bigger inventory. Ha ha ha. Drop some wood off here. I'm mining faster than I can unload it. That's funny. But yeah, I really think that a lot of these people who are pro-Trump are Confederates. They're not really on the side of the United States. They'll talk big, but it's their actions that you have to look at. Like they can say whatever they want. It's their actions that matter. So, for example, North Korea calls itself a democracy, but is North Korea a democracy? No, of course not. North Korea is a dictatorship, but they call themselves a democracy. So you have to look, well, what matters more, what they say or what they do? So they say they're a democracy, but what they do is dictatorship. Everyone's ruled by the dictator, and that country is suffering big time because of it. So it doesn't matter what you say, it's what's the truth, what's actually there. So these people who refuse to wear a mask, they'll say they're for America, but you can see by their actions that that's not true. They have no problems hurting Americans. You know what I need? I need a hopper and a cart on top of it. You know, can I make a hopper? No, I put all my wood over there. Oh, man. Ooh, a chest. I have no hoppers, though. Okay, so I'll make another chest. And then a hopper. Okay, check this out. I need to make that a faster unloader because it's taking too long, Okay, so I will unload stuff into here. And when the cart comes back, it'll just fill up again. Oh, it's going so slow though. Is it even working? Yeah, it's unloading slowly. Maybe I had to wait for the stuff in here, that's why. Ah, okay. More diamonds! So we have to remember, right? It looks really bad right now. We have Donald Trump sending in his personal army into American cities, to breaking the law to do so. We have this coronavirus ravaging the country, and the world has shut out Americans. Like, we can't go to any other countries because they don't want to take us because we're a big infection nation now. Because Donald Trump failed to control the virus because he's incompetent. Well, I don't think he's incompetent. I think he wanted to use the virus to further his own agenda. He'll use the chaos caused by the virus to consolidate more and more power, which is what he's doing. You know how he's replacing all the attorney generals? He's doing that to consolidate power. He takes out attorney generals who are loyal to the United States, and he replaces them with cronies who are loyal to Donald Trump. I mean, it's all part of the bigger picture. Because the Confederates know the destiny of the United States, which is to become a majority-minority nation. And that's opposite of what the Confederates want. The Confederates want a white supremacy nation. That's why they fought a war, because they want a white supremacy nation. So for them, a majority-minority nation is terrible. They're like, no, we want only white supremacy to rule. So we have two different visions of the world. But our destiny, the destiny of the United States, is to become a majority-minority nation. The biggest, I don't know if even the first. I think the first and the biggest, and the most powerful. And that will be the realization of the words of our founding documents. Our founding documents, our whole premise is that it doesn't matter the color of your skin, it doesn't matter the religion, it doesn't matter your physical characteristics. None of that matters. Like, it doesn't matter like if you believe in God or not, it doesn't matter. What matters is if the content of your character, if your ideas and your manifestation of those ideas are good. Like, it doesn't matter if you're black or gay or transsexual or atheist or Muslim or Mormon or whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What matters is if you exemplify the ideals of the United States, truth, justice, and liberty. That's the main most important thing for an American. But if you're a Confederate, it matters very much the color of your skin and you know the deity you worship. It matters very much to them. The content of your character, not so much to the Confederates. That's why Donald Trump doesn't care about the competency of the people he puts into power. The only thing he cares about is their loyalty to him. And we can see that reflected, right? Donald Trump stopped Lieutenant Colonel Alexander Vindman from advancing in his military career because Vindman told the truth. So Vindman, Lieutenant Colonel Vindman, represents the ideals of America. Truth is the most important. Right is what matters. You do what is right. You do what is right. You honor the truth. And because Vindman is an exemplary American, Donald Trump destroyed his career. Because Donald Trump is a Confederate. He's not interested in truth, justice, and liberty. He's interested in power. You know, that's fascism. When your only standard is power, that's fascism. All right, what's going on here? Oh, it's back. See, it's back. And it's filling up. I think. Nope. Well, here, I'll fill it up. I will fill it up. That's good enough. Here, go, my little cart, go. Mining for materials, mining for materials, mining for materials. Oh, see, it bounced back again, dude. It's not. I gotta work on that. I gotta work on that. Boom, bounced off. Okay, so here, let's fix this. Let's fix this. Let me see what I got here. I got 4 powered rails. Ooh, I got tons of regular rails. Okay, I'm gonna fix this right now. Alright, so we got, oh, I need another hopper. Box, put some iron in it, make a hopper. Hopper goes into that one, feeds into that one. Then we're gonna have a what's it called? A little increase here. Ah! Oh man. All right. So here, we got that. I'll put on some powered rails. Do I need, yeah, maybe, okay. And then we'll turn around. All right, there, let's see if this works. Oh, there's another slime chunk over there. So many slimes. All right, go my little cart. Oh, I forgot the power. Ha 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 ha. I forgot power. No, the other way. Ah! All right. Come on. This will work. Yeah. There we go. Ooh, now it's double. It's double. Because it's both hoppers. I think it's double. Yeah, it's going by 2. Twice as fast. No monsters. Yeah, what else is going on? Donald Trump, terrible guy, but the United States is going to survive this, and we're going to be reborn. In a way, this is kind of necessary, I would almost say, because we need to destroy the vestiges of white supremacy, which it was never dealt with. Like, the United States has still not dealt with its past. The United States was built on slavery and genocide. That's a fact. You can't get over that. Here, I'll tell you a story. So the other day, I went outside and had a smoke, and there was one of my neighbors was out there. You know, a guy with his, you know, he maintains apartment, you know, complexes. He's a maintenance guy. And he was out there with his dog having a smoke, and he tells me that, oh yeah, I should get very angry because I have to pay all this extra electricity because I'm working from home now. And he's like, yeah, you should get mad. You should be angry that they're making you pay for the electricity. And I was like, no, dude, I'm kind of glad I can work from home because of the coronavirus. You know, I don't want to, you know, I don't want to have to deal with the coronavirus. It's better that I can stay home and not worry about it. And then plus, other people don't have to worry about me infecting them. Isn't that great? Because as you know, for a lot of days, you can have the coronavirus and be asymptomatic. What that means is that you could have the virus, you could spread the virus, but you won't know you have it. So you'll have no idea that you're doing it, but you'll feel just fine, but you'll be sick and you'll be spreading it to everyone else. And then people who are not as strong as you will get sick, you will catch the virus from you, and they'll get real sick. Even though it doesn't hurt you, you'll hurt people who are weaker than you, who have weaker immune systems. Or not even weaker immune systems, just different immune systems. Because this virus, the coronavirus, kills people who are otherwise normally healthy. Yo, what's up, dude? Yo, hi. So I'm happy to be working from home. Did it come back yet? Nope. I'm happy to be working from home. It's great. But my neighbor tried to get me to get angry about the overhead, the extra electricity I'm spending. And I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't get angry. And I started telling him about facts about coronavirus. And then I don't know what it did. It set him off. He started going off. He was yelling at me for 15 minutes about how the coronavirus isn't real. It's a big hoax. What? What? You're telling me that the coronavirus isn't real? Are you nuts? Are you crazy? Of course it's real. And of course it's real. Look what's happening to the country. Look what happened to the whole world. And he said no. He said his buddies. He said his buddies were. He knows a person who got sick with it, but they didn't really get sick. And since that happened, that must mean that the coronavirus isn't real, because he has a friend who knew someone who got better. what? So in other words, this maintenance guy, right, he lives in Oregon, right? We live in Oregon. I live in Oregon. I live in Salem, Oregon. Salem, Oregon's pretty small. It's not very big at all. There's not a whole lot of, anything going on, usually. So what this guy is telling me is that because he personally doesn't see coronavirus, because he can't look and see anything that says coronavirus. I don't see the coronavirus. I don't see coronavirus. It must mean it's not real. It's not real. Just like, and this idea works the same way with racism. A lot of white people will say, oh, look, I'm in my little tiny box. I don't see racism. It must mean it's not real. But look, you can't see nothing. Like, all you have is this one media source. So he's listening to the right-wing media who's telling him, oh yeah, coronavirus is a hoax. So using his eyes, he can't see very far. And listening to his one source of information, they're saying that it's not real. And he believes it. And then he's yelling at me because I'm telling him that it's real. Alright, because I'm looking outside at the rest of the world. I'm looking at like other states, I'm looking at other countries, and I'm like, yeah, dude, it's a real thing. It's really going on. But he would not accept it. He got very angry. And he said, no, coronavirus is a hoax by the Democrats to kill the economy. That's what he said. Like, he does not care that people are dying. He doesn't understand it. It's like he can't look past his little box. And he got angry at me for it. He was angry. I couldn't believe it. That he couldn't see what was going on, and he was angry at me because of it. Is it working now? Here, let me fill it up. Redstone! So low on redstone, it's terrible. I can't even pick it up. Yeah, see, I gotta fill this up again. Oh, it's the slime balls, that's why. Alright, that looks good. Go! Go, my little cart! Go! Yeah, Donald Trump is a Nazi. And people who follow Donald Trump are Nazis too. That's the way it is. It's kind of nice in our time that we have these mobile phones with cameras and all the social media, because people who follow Donald are Nazis, and we know it. History is going to know it. But the thing is that after this is over, they will say, oh, I never followed Donald Trump. I'm not a Nazi. They'll try to hide. But we'll have proof. We have all the social media proving that, yes, they were following Donald Trump. They are Nazis. Like, it's recorded. It's not going away. If you follow Donald Trump and you keep following him, that means you're a Nazi. and a traitor. You're a traitor. Yeah, that's the thing, man. So I went to a rally last night in Dallas, Oregon, and in this rally at Dallas, Oregon, I asked a bunch of people carrying guns and waving American flags. I said, "Who do you believe? Do you believe Americans or do you believe Putin?" And they all said they believe Putin. Now, they didn't say, "Oh yeah." Well, yeah, some of them said, "Yeah, I believe Putin." But some of them said, "No, I believe Donald Trump." And Donald Trump believes Putin. The one thing they were certain on was that Robert Mueller and the Americans were wrong. That's the one thing they would say. They would say that Robert Mueller is wrong. Well, here's let me show you. Let me show you a picture of what this looks like. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me get this set up here. My kitty cats are fighting. Stop it, dude. All right. Okay. Let me get you a picture here. Let me get you a picture here. Open with in-frame view. Okay. So you remember my thing here. In fact, let me switch. This is my chart here. This is what we know. So Robert Mueller, the United States, France, England, Australia, not France, the Netherlands. The United States, Netherlands, England, the UK, Australia, I think it was also Germany, the EU, basically, the EU, they all said the Russia government interfered in the 2016 presidential election in sweeping and systemic fashion. Evidence of Russian government operations began to surface in mid-2016. In June, the Democratic National Committee and its cyber response team publicly announced that Russia had compromised its computer network. Releases of hacked materials, hacks that publicly attributed to the Russian government, began that same month. Additionally, something through the organization of WikiLeaks with further releases in October and November. So all these guys are saying Russia attacked the United States in 2016. So you got the Americans, Robert Mueller, who's a Republican, the EU, Germany, the UK, Australia, Netherlands, all these people are saying Russia attacked the United States. Then you got Vladimir Putin. Vladimir Putin says Russian President Vladimir Putin has dismissed Special Counsel Robert Mueller's report and investigation, agreeing with President Donald Trump's assessment that the entire probe was a witch hunt. We said from the start that Mueller's notorious investigation. See, I can't read the whole thing. But okay. So what he's saying? So Vladimir Putin is saying Russia did not attack the United States. The United States and all of its allies are saying yes, they did. Yes, they did attack the United States. So I went to this rally in Salem, in Dallas, Oregon, in front view. And these people here, you can see back there, that's a Punisher flag with Donald Trump's hair on it. So Punisher is a guy who kills people. And check this out, dude is hanging out with a assault rifle. And so these guys are saying, "Oh, we don't believe the Americans. We believe Vladimir Putin." What? Yeah, there again, right? There's the assault rifle. He's fully ready to kill people. Fully ready to kill people. Check this guy out. This guy has a fucking a Bowie knife. The guy's got a huge knife on his hip, Right? That guy is an all lives matter guy. That's what he says. That's why he has a knife, to say all lives matter. Look at that dude. He's got a gun strapped to his chest. So all of these guys right here, he has a shirt that says USA, but that's camouflage. Like, he's actually Confederate. This guy's a Confederate. All these people here are Confederates. Right? There's your Punisher flag with the Donald Trump. So they got guns, and they're saying that they're with Vladimir Putin. They carry American flags, but they're with Vladimir Putin. Yeah, see, so this is camouflage, right? What they should be carrying are Confederate flags, because these all believe Putin. They're all on Team Putin. Because, you know, that's the only two choices you can have. You either believe Putin and say that Robert Mueller is a liar, or you believe the Americans and the Allies, and you say that Russia attacked the United States. All those guys who are pro-Trump, they're all with Vladimir Putin. All of them. Coincidentally enough, they also say all lives matter while holding assault rifles. Right? They're traitors. It's easy to see. They're traitors. And they are opposed to the ultimate destiny of the United States. The United States is destined to become a majority-minority nation. And those guys are white supremacists. They're Confederates, white supremacists. That's why they allied with Vladimir Putin. Now, they will rarely admit it. A lot of them will say, no, they're not, no, they're not. Right? Just like how North Korea says they're democracy. These Confederates will say they're not with Vladimir Putin. They agree with Vladimir Putin. They repeat Vladimir Putin's words. They support Vladimir Putin's puppet. And they want to ally with Russia. But they will not say they will not say that they're on Team Russia. They won't say it. Even though that everything they do tells us they are on Team Russia. Everything they say something different than what they do. Their actions say they're with Russia, but the words say, oh yeah, we're not with Russia. Black Lives Matter is a thoroughly American movement. It's thoroughly American. And the people who oppose Black Lives Matter are thoroughly Confederate. That's what they're about. They're about white supremacy. I mean, like, they say all lives matter, but they carry weapons that kill people. Oh, here, I have an idea. I need to go to the snow. Alright, whatever. Okay. To the snow, to a mountain. Give me a mountain. There's a mountain over here. Yes, a mountain. The mountaintop. Okay. Clear all the snow off. So people who say all lives matter. Let me back up here. This is like improvisation. Oh man, this is probably a bad idea to improvise. Okay, yeah, here we go. Okay. Open with in-friend review. Okay, so here, fatal police shootings in the United States since January 1st, 2015. Black Americans are disproportionately affected. So blacks are 13% of the population. Hispanics are 12% of the population. But when you look at the people who got murdered by the police, black people are 43% of the murders. 13% of the population, 43% of the murders. That's hugely. And then look it over here. White people are 60% of the population, but they're only 17% of the murders. So when those Confederates say all lives matter, what they're saying is that, you know, white people are murdered like this much, and black people are murdered this much. They're saying all lives matter. This is the same as this. And so you're all looking at it and you're like, what? How can you say this is the same as this? How can you say that? And then you got to think, well, then what must the world be like? If what they say is true, if what they say all lives matter is true, how do you make the world work? How does that work? Well, then it can't be like this, right? It can't, that's not right. It can't look like that. What it looks like instead, oh, how do you get layers of snow? Dude, I don't remember how to do snow layers. Can you make snow? How do I make snow? I just want to put layers down. I don't know how. No, I don't want to throw a snowball. Oh, maybe you can't do it in bedrock. All right, hold on. We're going to Java. I haven't been in Java in a long time. Does this even work anymore, Java? Oh, I gotta log in. Dude, I don't remember my login right now. Continue without login for a moment. Damn it! I don't have it. Keep me logged in, and it. I don't remember. All right, well, I can't play Java right now. Damn it. Oh, I can't connect now. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, working on stuff. Okay. Snow. I just want to put layers of snow. Do they not do that? Top snow. And then I need a brick. Okay, so you have it like that, right? And then you have it like that. So people are saying, people who say all lives matter, right? Okay, here's what the reality is. Here's the reality. The reality is that minorities are killed at a higher rate, by a higher rate. But the Confederates say all lives matter, so that even though white people are killed far less than black people, they're saying this is equal. They want to say that these two are equal. So what must the world be like to them? Well, the only way this could be equal is if black lives are worth like that. So it takes a whole bunch of black lives to equal one white life. So that's what they're talking about. When they say all lives matter, what they're saying is a black life is only worth this much. Oh wait, you can't even see what I did. So, okay. So all lives matter people say that even though white people are killed at this rate and black people are killed at this rate, that these two are the same. These are equal. All lives matter. What must the world be like if that's true? Well, then you have to, for the Confederates, black people's lives, it's not 1-to-1 for all lives matter people. For them, one white life, this is a black life in comparison, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. So when all these black people die, it takes like 7, 8 black people to equal one life. That's why they can say all lives matter, because you have to kill a lot more black people to equal one white life. That's what they believe. That's what the white supremacists believe. They believe that black people and minorities are worth less. Their lives are worth less. That's why they say all lives matter. Because even though they get killed at a higher rate, each of their life is worth less. So it takes more of their lives being killed to equal one white life. That's what they believe. That's why they're saying all lives matter, because they believe anything not white is worth less. Can I go back into my world? Yeah. Why can't I do a snow layer like that? Oh, is my... Like, look, I can't do it. It won't let... Oh, crap. It makes a snowball. Why could... I don't want a snowball. I want a layer of snow. I'm going to go to a bed. More. Let me re-up my coffee here. Okay. Check out the turtles. It's not quite right? They shouldn't be all in there. What they're supposed to be doing is surfing, and in their surfing, they're able to like get out. But right now, it looks like they're all stuck. It's not working out. Yeah, that's not right. Let me save the turtles. This is broken. Go, flee my little turtles. I'll take your eggs though, right? Like the whole point was to get eggs. For mob farms in the future. Future mob farms. Believe those right there. Yes, my little turtle friends. Go out and be free now. You're in. They're stuck here. He's like, I'm stuck. There you go. Be free, my little turtles. Okay, I got one more thing to show you. Okay, this way. Oh wait, no, we need an ender chest. Do I have any ender chests? Yes, I have one sitting right there. Okay, right here, underwater temple. All these rail lines going out of my train station. That's hilarious. Yeah. Ah! What's this guy doing there? Get out! Out! Get out! Okay. So I'm not done. Not done yet. We're in the ocean. And the reason is because you see over there, that's an underwater temple that I'm gonna go raid eventually. I'm making a base here. This is like an island, and all over there is coral reef. Like pretty nice, huh? Ooh, coral reef. But the main attraction is not the coral reef, which is nice, but this underwater temple. When I'm ready, I'm gonna go assault the temple and see what I can get. Because right now I can't do anything. Oh, that's a huge temple. Oh, see that? There's a bunch of mobs in here. Well, that's neat that it's like lifted off the ground. I like that. But yeah, the underwater temple. I have to go through it. I'll drown. I don't have enough stuff right now, and I can't use the pickaxe because I have that curse on me, that weakness curse. So I have to go through the temple itself. I can't just like go around it. All right. So this is in the future when I'm, I have to work on this still. It's a base in progress, so I can assault the temple. Not quite there yet. Okay, what else do I got going on? So we're saying defund the police. What does that mean when you say defund the police? Open with. So this is Mud Company. And the guy is this guy here. But Mud Company. So the first thing it says, defund the police. What does that even mean? It means, defund the police. How is he supposed to carry all of that? He has to keep the peace. He has every unexpected crisis goes to the police. Domestic violence is the police. Homelessness is the police. Theft is the police. Drug possession is the police. Gang violence is the police. Drug dealers is the police. School security is the police. Prostitution, sex work, is the police. Domestic violence, yeah, that's all the police. Like, when you say defund the police, like, people are like, well, they already have to do a bunch of stuff. Why do you want to defund the police? Because people's idea of where the money goes is messed up. When you look at it, the police are doing way too much stuff. There's a lot of things society has decided they don't want to pay for. And they shovel it off onto the police. They make the police deal with the stuff that they don't want to pay for anymore. So instead of making the police do all the work, making the police do things they're not supposed to do, instead of doing that, take the money away from the police and get job placement, education, universal health care, drug treatment, mental health services, social workers. You decriminalize and regulate drugs and sex work, and you build affordable housing. You put the money where it's supposed to go instead of giving it to the police and say, here's a hammer, go fix our problems. Because when your only tool is a hammer, every problem looks like a nail. And we know that's not going to work out. We know that's not going to work out. We know that just causes more and more problems. Oh, man. What else do I got here? Yeah, the Boogaloo guys. The all lives matter with my assault rifle. All lives matter with my Bowie knife. That's how much I love you. Yeah, all lives matter. I love you with my pistol. Yeah, that guy, dude. All right, here. Yeah, it comes down to this. Oh, here we go. So, similar to how Soviet intelligence had exploited race issues during the Cold War to divide American audiences, Russian influence efforts showcased violence and chaos all across the United States in the summer of 2015 as protests against police brutality broke out. Black Lives Matter demonstrations would be promoted and simultaneously scorned by the troll army, increasing distrust among the populace, law enforcement, and the government. Clint Watts. So what that means is that the Russians use social media to to promote Black Lives Matter and to make Black Lives Matter look bad, right? They gave two different pictures to two different audiences in order to get these audiences to fight each other. That's what they wanted to do. So you know what? Maybe some of those old lives people aren't really that bad. Maybe they're just confused. Maybe they're victims of a social media campaign by the Russians to mess with their heads. Right? We know it's real. We know it's real. Robert Mueller has a whole report about it. Their own dude told us about it. Where'd it go? I'm gonna come back to this clip because this clip is so good. Oh man, I lost it. Too many clips. There it is.
Well, you spoke several times before about ideological subversion. That is a phrase that I'm afraid some Americans don't fully understand.
There's nothing to do with espionage. Only about 15% of time, money, and manpower is spent on espionage as such. The other 85% is a slow process which we call either ideological subversion or active measures, активные мероприятия in the language of the KGB, or psychological warfare. What it basically means is to change the perception of reality of every American to such an extent that despite of the abundance of information, no one is able to come to sensible conclusions in the interests of defending themselves, their families, their community, and their country. You cannot change their mind, even if you expose them to authentic information, even if you prove that white is white and black is black, you still cannot change the basic perception and the logic of behavior. In other words, these people, the process of demoralization is complete and irreversible. To get rid society of these people, you need another 20 or 15 years to educate a new generation of patriotically minded and common sense people who would be acting in favor and in the interests of the United States society. The next stage is destabilization. This time, subverter does not care about your ideas and the patterns of your consumption. Whether you eat junk food and get fat and flabby, it doesn't matter anymore. This time, and it takes only from 2 to 5 years to destabilize a nation, what matters is essentials: economy, foreign relations, defense systems. The next stage, of course, is crisis. It may take only up to 6 weeks to bring a country to the verge of crisis. You can see it in Central America now. And after crisis, with a violent change of power, structure, and economy, you have so-called the period of normalization. It may last indefinitely.
So what Yuri is talking about there is what Donald Trump has been doing. Donald Trump is trying to use the chaos created by the protests and the coronavirus to consolidate power and deploy military forces into American cities so he could take them over. That's his plan, right? Donald Trump is on Team Putin. Here, do you remember? Let's listen to Donald Trump siding with Vladimir Putin.
Distinguished Mr. President, ladies and
Oh, that's the wrong one. That's the full one. That'll take too long. We don't have an hour and a half. What did I do with it? Oh man, yeah, I'm not gonna find it. I tucked it in a folder and I don't know where I did it. Which folder? I've got a bunch now. Yeah, I've got too many. I can't find it. Donald Trump sides with Vladimir Putin. Where is that at? Where is it at? All right, this is gonna be kind of tough. Okay, yeah, this is the Nazi test. This is how you find out whose team you're on.
For each president, President Trump, you first. Just now, President Putin denied having anything to do with the election interference in 2016. Every U.S. intelligence agency has concluded that Russia did. My first question for you, sir, is who do you believe? My second question is, would you now, with the whole world watching, tell President Putin, would you denounce what happened in 2016, and would you warn him to never do it again?
So let me just say that we have two thoughts. You have groups that are wondering why the FBI never took the server. Why haven't they taken the server? Why was the FBI told to leave the office of the Democratic National Committee? I've been wondering that. I've been asking that for months and months, and I've been tweeting it out and calling it out on social media.
It's all bullshit.
Where is the server?
He asked him, so do you believe Putin or the Americans? And he's avoiding the question. He won't answer the question.
Saying? With that being said, all I can do is ask the question. My
Putin
people came to me, Dan Coates came to me, and some others. They said they think it's Russia.
So Americans think it's Russia.
President Putin, he just said it's not Russia. I will say this. I don't see any reason why it would be.
The Americans say Russia.
I do want to see the server.
Putin says it's not Russia, and Trump says, I'm with Putin.
Confidence in both parties.
There, right there.
I really believe that this will probably go on for a while.
So
I don't think
he already answered
go
the question,
without
right?
Finding out what happened to the server.
So
what happened
he was
to
asked,
the
do you believe the Americans or do you believe
Pakistani
Putin? And Trump said, I believe
that
Putin.
Worked on the DNC.
Everything else right now
they're missing.
Is
Where are
BS.
They? What happened to Hillary Clinton's
So
emails?
you believe the Americans or do you believe Putin? You believe Putin,
gone,
right? You believe
just
Putin.
Gone.
So he said he believes Putin.
I think in Russia they wouldn't be gone so easily. I think it's a disgrace that
so you believe
we
Putin.
Can't get Hillary Clinton's
there's Americans and the Putin, and you
emails. I
believe
have great
Putin.
confidence
And you said
in
you
my
believe Putin.
intelligence people, but I will tell you that President Putin was.
Hold on, say that again.
At Hillary Clinton's 33,000 emails.
Okay,
so I have great
wait.
confidence in my
I have great
intelligence
confidence
people.
in my intelligence people. But
I will tell you that President Putin was extremely strong and powerful in his denial today.
So I have great confidence in my intelligence people, but President Putin was very strong in his denial. So, sure, intelligence people, you tell me that Russia attacked the United States, but Putin here is saying he didn't, and he's very strong. I like Putin. That's what he's saying.
And what he did is an incredible offer. He offered to have the people working on the case come and work with their investigators with respect to the 12 people. I think.
So, Dan Coates and the Americans said Russia attacked the United States. Vladimir Putin said, no, we didn't attack the United States. Donald Trump says, I believe Putin. And he said, oh, and Putin wants the Americans to come to Russia to work this out. So it's very clear Donald Trump is with Vladimir Putin. And it's very clear that a whole bunch of these people, when I was in Dallas, I met a bunch of people. And these people, these people are also with Vladimir Putin. They're also with Vladimir Putin. They agree with Vladimir Putin. They won't admit it. They'll try to hide it, like Donald Trump tried to hide it. But we know what's going on. They're with Vladimir Putin. So, all right, guys, I think that'll do it for me for this week. Yeah, keep on your toes. They're trying to stop us. They can't stop us. The election is coming up, and Donald Trump will try to cheat the election. He will not leave willingly, because he knows that when he leaves office, he's going to prison. So, stay frosty, guys. Remember that we have a bunch of traitors in our country. And if they're not traitors, that means they're really, really brainwashed. And I don't know if we can save them. So, I don't know. But keep the faith. Hold on. Keep your ideals. Remember what we're about. Truth, justice, and liberty. This is what we're fighting for. Okay, Americans. Black lives matter. Black trans lives matter. Indigenous lives matter. Yeah. Pray for, if you're the praying type, pray for Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. She's got cancer again for the 5th time. And she's still working. She's still going to work. Man, that's nuts. That's crazy. And then you got Donald Trump. He goes golfing while everyone dies from coronavirus. Like, oh my God. It's so obvious. It's so clear. I just don't understand it. That's Russian active measures, I guess. All right. Until next time, America. Peace.